Hello, hello, YouTube, Facebook, and all the other places that you guys are tuning in from. Happy Thursday. Listen, let's get into it. 80 hours of work, but no pay for federal employees. That doesn't feel good to say. It doesn't even feel good to experience. But on October 1st, 22 days ago, federal employees were told that they were being furloughed. Now, not all federal agencies, but a huge bulk, over 200,000 employees, are at home or still working. And tomorrow is payday. But guess what? There will be no deposit made into our bank accounts. You heard it right, ours. I got two facility cameras right here. So there will be no paycheck on tomorrow. And I don't want to focus on that, right? Because there are a lot of factors outside of my control, outside of your control, that will cause that to look differently. The people that we sent to Washington, D.C. are working one way or another to have some sort of impact. Now, I can start talking about who you voted for, who you didn't vote for, why this is happening, all of those things. But I don't want to get into that because that's frustrating. Okay, that's frustrating, and that's not what we're going to do here on this show. That's not what we're going to do. What we're going to focus on is what we can change. And there is a silver lining. I am the Nicole Johnson. I am the founder of the Wealthy Women Lifestyle, where I teach women to define and achieve their goal of financial freedom so you can begin to live life on your own terms, sis. Okay. And I have been saying since pre pandemic, these jobs ain't loyal. But I would not have thought in a million years that it would be the federal government. Never would have thought that. But here we are. I have gotten so many calls, so many text messages, so many inbox messages saying, can you help me learn how to work from home? And the straight up answer is, yes, I can. Yes, I can. So, listen, we had an amazing experience at the Money Reset. For those of you who are viewing and watching on Facebook or whether you're watching it on YouTube, if you were a part of that Money Reset experience, I am so glad to have spent Monday and Tuesday with you. It was an absolute amazing time full of breakdowns and breakthroughs. And when you start breaking down things that are holding you back, that breakthrough feels even better because now you can reach your transformational point and start implementing things so that you can manifest different results. And that is an amazing feeling as a coach to watch my community do that, to watch them do that. And so, new people, OG people, we had an amazing time on Monday and Tuesday nights. So, for those that were there, I want you to have an absolute amazing process as you continue on this journey. And what I told them I would do is that on Saturday, this Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time, they was like, oh, really? Really? Really, really, really? That early in the morning? Yes, that early in the morning. That early in the morning. Absolutely. Yes. That we would get together and have a course. We would have a course where we would talk about how to generate income from home and make $1,000 in 30 days. They were like, can you really do that? Yes, I have a whole community right here on Facebook that does it. Many of them, over 100 women there, made $1,000 in 30 days simply by using simple skills, simple tech, simple strategies. Mystery shopping is not what you think it would be. Okay, it is undercover boss on steroids. It is actually Undercover Boss on steroids. So for those of you who are listening, let me ask you a question. How are you familiar with mystery shopping? Are any of you familiar with mystery shopping? Some of you are. Some of you have heard me talk about it, where you can mystery shop your way to more income. But some of you are like, if I need to make money, why am I spending money? We won't get off into that. We won't get off into that. But mystery shopping has been around for years. I'm finna age myself out, and how old I is ain't none of your business. I tell y'all anyway. I'm on the other side of 50. How far ain't no concern. But if you're from Chicago and you remember the store called Three Sisters, that was my first experience with mystery shopping. And somebody came in, and one of the ladies up front said, "We just got mystery shop." It was an envelope about this thick laying on the counter by the register, but there was nobody standing there. The shopper had come in, done a survey. She had talked to people in the store. We didn't even know who she was. So she was excellent at her job. And then when nobody was looking, she laid her paperwork on the desk to note that had to be given to the manager to notify them that the store had been mystery shopped. And it's really a way for mystery shopping companies that have different employers. I mean, you'd be surprised at what employers deploy mystery shoppers. And it is a way for them to see if their employees are doing what they're supposed to do, anywhere from gas stations to clothing stores to restaurants. You can go to places that are at the airport. You'd be surprised at how many people get to go. I have one lady who likes to do the spirited shops where she goes to happy hour. She gets two top shelf drinks for free plus a stipend. Listen, doing all of the things. I have a single mom who does a lot of food shops. She feeds three children and herself on mystery shopping. My nursing student, her tuition was going up $400 a month. We sat in Zoom. I showed her how to make $400 a week. This is there's money to be made out here, people. There's money to be made, and it touches my heart right now when I have coworkers that are at home wondering what they're going to do because tomorrow's payday and they're not getting a deposit. I have coworkers that are going into the office, spending gas, paying for parking. They are eating, giving up their time, and guess what? Won't be not nary deposit made tomorrow, not one. And it breaks my heart because this is outside of our control. But now you're going to still make people work, and you won't pay them, but you're getting paid. I said I wasn't gonna go there. 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 We're gonna focus on what we can change. So here's what I am doing. Normally, normally, I when I teach this course, teach teach course, there's usually a fee involved. There's still gonna be a fee. But here's what I'm doing. I'm making it completely reasonable and affordable. What I want you to do is join our community, okay? Join our community on Facebook. When you send a request, I will send you over a link. It's going to be a pre recorded session. It's going to be available by noon tomorrow, Saturday, noon Saturday. The class won't be live, it will be a pre record for you. It will have everything that you need to get started. There are hundreds of mystery shopping companies out here, ladies and gentlemen. Hundreds of them. I don't have experience with all of them, but I got experience with anywhere between 15 and 20. And when I say experience, I mean I use them. I've gotten paid from them, and several of them I have worked for as a scheduler. See, when I got tired of doing mystery shops, I was like, okay, what else can I do? Because I need to replace the money that I'm making from the mystery shops themselves. So I contacted one of the companies, talked to the scheduler. She directed me to her supervisor. We had a conversation. She looked at my shopping history, saw my scores, saw how many shops I had done, how much experience I had, interview, and now I'm a scheduler. Now I don't have to go out in the field to do the shops, but now I'm making, not only am I replacing the money that I was making doing the shops, now I'm actual scheduler. Now I'm an actual scheduler. And I loved it. But I tell you, I was burning the candle at both ends and in the middle. And you know why I kept doing it for months at a time? Because I had a why. And there are a lot of you that are watching me, or you know someone who should be watching me. They have a why. Tomorrow's payday. They shall not get paid. Next week is the first. What are they going to do to support their household? And that really is a hard pill to swallow. Something we haven't imagined that will actually be happening, but we are in the midst of it. We are in the throes of it. And guess what? As frustrated as we are, as frustrated as we feel, as much as we want to say who did what, much as we want to point fingers and blame, mm-mm, time out for that. I can't do anything about that. There's a process that needs to be done, but guess what? On the first, we got bills we need to pay. If you can agree with that, we got bills to pay, right? And the collectors, the creditors, they don't care where the money come from as long as it shows up. So I am going to do something. Let me get this link for you guys. I'm going to share it in the chat. What I want you to do is when you send a request to join us, I will reach out to you directly myself and let you know how to get access to this training. It won't be an hour long, but when I tell you, I'm not only going to share 5 or 6 different companies in which you can register for and start your mystery shopping right away. I'm also going to provide 2 at-home call centers that you can utilize, that you can check and see. One is that I love and is so flexible that there is no designated sign in or sign out time. Come on now. There's no cap on how much money you can make. I will tell you it's a commission only position. But listen, I will also tell you that there are people that are doing this full time. Hey, Curtis. There are people that are doing this full time, paying their bills. So you get off of work, you get your family situated, you put on a headset, and you can work as long, as little, as much as you absolutely want. So this is going to help you position yourself to replace the income that ain't coming in. Oh, ouch. Yeah. I said what I said. There was no mistake about that. Now, mind you, people get all upset and say, you all are gonna get paid anyway, but we're not getting paid tomorrow. See, by the time the money comes in, everybody got their hands stuck out. So even if it's a large deposit, because I get paid, did 2 paychecks at one time, everybody that got their hand out got to be paid. So we get what's left over. Do you know that it is no fun when you got to ask the mortgage company for assistance, not because you're having financial problems, but because people who don't live in your household, don't walk in your shoes, are pulling the strings to your income, but they're getting paid. I told somebody the other day, I said, I can only imagine what it looks like behind closed doors in Congress. I want this. I want that. I want this. Mommy, they want to give me what I want. Mommy. I can only imagine that that's what it looks and sounds like. While we, the employees, are still serving the public. Still serving the public. But yet our families are in jeopardy. And the services that we're working to provide, we might need. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. They're going to stop November 1st, too. Whole bunch of benefits are being stopped. Hmm. Listen, for all of you who are in need of a change, here's a link. I want you to send a request to join our community group, and I am going to reach out to you personally. Let's see. Because we're going to shop our way to more income. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put on a headset from home, and we're going to do what we need to do to make the ends meet. And I don't want anyone to be ashamed or embarrassed to ask for help. This is why I do what I do. This is my mission and my passion. There's no reason that you can't do something to supplement until these people in the place get it together. Like, it is so hard. Who's hiring? You have people with graduate degrees, 2 and 3 degrees competing for the same job. And jobs are not hiring like they used to. If you're having or being impacted on this with this directly, I'm also going to provide an email address where you all can reach out. And if it's some resources that I have or some place that I can direct you, I absolutely will send you there. I will provide you with whatever information that I can. Okay. All right. How are you feeling, Curtis? How's it going on your end of the world? How's it going out there? I know there are a lot of coaches out here. There are a lot of independent contractors, there are business owners, all sorts of people that are struggling. And I get it. I absolutely get it and understand. But there is something that you can do. And I don't want you to make any mistake that you don't know that there is help out here for you. And if you know someone who needs help, please do not hesitate to put them in touch with me. Years ago, my other title was the community connector. So if I don't know someone, if I don't know how to get it done personally, I'm going to connect you with someone who does. It's a time such as this that we need to come together as a community to help one another. And if I can help you, I absolutely will. But I guarantee you that this training is going to be the beginning of changing your financial future. Let me tell you what some of the things women have done. Um, use mystery shopping to help them pay off $75,000 worth of debt in 15 months. She's a little aggressive with hers. She's not your typical, it wasn't your typical situation. But when I say that it requires dedication, it does. It's not easy, but it's doable. Can it get you your results? It absolutely can. I've been saying it for years. I have people that are saying, I should have been done this. Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely do agree with that. But we can't change the past, but we absolutely can do something different in the present so that we impact our future. Are you ready to have different results? Are you ready to be in control of the amount of money that you bring in? Because who knows, by the time this thing is over, you might tell them gone somewhere. But I'm gonna tell you what it did for me. Let me tell you what it did for me. Hey, Nicole, number 2, how you doing? How you doing, sweetie? How are you doing? Okay, tell me that. Let me tell you what it did for me. When I first started working for the federal government, I met this lady, poised, elegant, and this other lady walked by and she turned into a completely different person. I mean, just, I said, oh, I could tell she ain't that lady. And the exchange that they had right there, I was like, oh my. She said, I'm sorry, you weren't supposed to see that. I said, well, Can't you get it? No, I'm, she said, no, honey. When you get to be this point, at this point in my career, before they could do anything to me, I been signed my paperwork and went on to the house. Mindset. Mindset. When I think about the money that I have made and think about the problems that happen on my job, I said, I'm not going to let that bother me because the money in the bank don't change. So y'all keep going. Mindset shift. Mindset change completely. So when your money is looking like it's supposed to, life happenings hit differently. That person on your job or in your life that cause you stress sometimes, you don't mess with my money, so I ain't worried about you. Now, right now, these folk messing with our money. So what we need to do is get a way to replace it. And I'm going to help you do that. So that when things do come back, you still have this avenue that you can work as much or as much or as little as you want to. Okay. So I'm not gonna keep y'all. What they say, I'm not gonna be before you long. And 2 hours later, they still talking. That's not gonna happen here. We got work to do. I already have a couple of people that have reached out and said, "Can you help me?" And that's what I'm here to do. There's no judgment here. Nothing but some laughter, some fun, and solutions. That is what we're about over here at the Wealthy Women Lifestyle. Laughter, fun, and solutions. You'll never have to say that you didn't have help because the Nicole Johnson of the Wealthy Women Lifestyle is providing just that. So if you want help, if you need help, please reach out to me. Follow me in that community group, and everybody that sends a request, I will be there to, hey, how are you? Yeah. Oh, yes, ma'am. That is, hey, let me pull these glasses down. That, hey, Aaron, how you doing? Yep, still helping the people. But I want you guys to know you can get some assistance. You can start to be your own bank. You can replace this income. You can match it, you can exceed it, you can replace it. And I'm going to tell you how. Okay? I'm going to tell you how. And not only, let me be clear about something. Not only am I going to tell you how, I'm going to support you for 30 days to make sure you get it done. I'm going to support you for 30 days to make sure you get it done. And I can absolutely tell you, really? Okay. All right. I can absolutely tell you that the level of support I provide changes lives. Over 200 women can say, Nicole, help me buy a home. 3 solid clients right now have already launched their business in the last 30 days. Client sitting here now telling everybody how she paid off $7,000 worth of debt in less than 6 months because Nicole supported her. So you better get you one of me. You better get you one of me. And I do it because there was a time when I needed a me and didn't have one. So now that I can be the me that I am, I'm going to give it to you so that you don't have to do it alone. All right. Well, let me go over here, take care of those who have already raised their hand. Aaron, so good to see you and hear from you. Don't be a stranger. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you around.